Hello, here we are back at the Cafe International again for our monthly art show with Thomasina DeMaio curating. And we're doing our first interview today with Ron Rosen. Is that how you say your name?
Oh, that's right.
Ron Rosen here. And this is his artwork behind us on the wall. And Ron's going to tell us a little about his techniques and inspiration for his work. And so if you could do that for us.
Hi. I've been an artist in San Francisco since 1978. I do mostly Dada and Surrealist and experimental work. I've been concentrating on collage in the past couple of years, but this is also a mixture of some of my paintings and my collage together.
Great. Well, yes, I can see that you've done a lot. Like this one here, for example?
Right.
That's mostly collage, right?
Right, this is all collage work. And
So where do you get your images? From magazines? Or?
magazines, especially National Geographic and other sources, are
Oh.
my best sources for wonderful material.
Yes, that's why the photography is so, it's very good.
Yes.
So how about these ones? It's not collage here, right?
Is a one that I did with like oil pastels, and this is sort of it's an early goddess figure that I did several years ago. And so, like you see, I really like to not keep repeating myself. I really like to keep reinventing yourself. I think it's very important, and to astonish and amaze. That's kind of the purpose of art.
Right. So you're not trying to make any kind of political statement or anything with any of
political
this?
statement. I consider myself part of the international Dada and Surrealist movement, but I don't necessarily make any, political statement. It's like it's up to the viewer to interpret it as they wish.
Right. Oh, okay. That's very good. Like VTS is a program called Visual Thinking Strategies that we teach to children, and that sounds like your method would be very good to use.
It's
for that.
important not to be doctrinaire,
Yes.
or some people make these sort of like pedantic blatherings and artist statements. I prefer to leave it pretty much up to the viewer.
Great. I think that's wonderful. Okay. Thanks, Ron. And we'll be moving on to our next artist shortly, and we'll see you then. Here we are back at the Cafe International with another member of the, what's your band's name?
The Krelkins.
The Krelkins, I'm sorry about that. His name is, he just told me, Eric Gross. And Eric Gross, you're a photographer?
Yeah, I'm a photographer. Yeah, I've been shooting, I shot black and white with an old film camera back years ago, and then the digital realm came in, and I went to that medium.
So these are all digital?
These are all digital photos, yeah. And I didn't want to go through, for this show, I didn't want to go through a lot of old film stuff and because I like the old school style of getting in the dark room and manipulating them and so forth. But that was a bit of work. So I went through some of my digital photographs that I had and picked a few and threw them up on the wall here.
But you miss manipulating them in the dark room.
Yeah, well, I manipulated some of these in the.
He's a drummer, by the way.
In the, yeah.
I forgot that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I forgot to mention that Eric's a drummer. So.
Yeah, drummer for this wild and wacky band, which is eccentric and fun and definitely an intellectual vocal band.
I can tell by your bad puns. You've made several already. So let's talk about where you get your inspiration for your pictures.
For my inspiration, wow. I get out in the world and I take a look at the surroundings, and something just triggers in my eye, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's a photograph. Let's see what we can do there.
So you carry your camera with you often, or do you go out?
I used to carry a camera a lot, not so much. Now I carry drumsticks, but
oh,
no, I carry both. Yeah, I carry both usually. These were inspired. Moving photography is right on the spot, so you've got to be ready to take a shot right then.
That's what I meant. That's why I was curious as to how you can just happen to have your camera when you just see the...
That's right. Yeah, and then you have to be able to get that shot. I mean, you have to have it out, and even the second of taking the shot, you could miss everything. So there's a real art form to just being in the moment, kind of like drumming as well. Sometimes some of the music requires you to just take a turn, and then you got to be able to flow with that on the spot. So photography is a bit of the same way. And I guess I like the challenge of drumming and photography because they do require a quick moment's notice to see if you can capture the moment in photography or the feel through drumming.
Right. Well, is there one of these that's your favorite that you can pick out, and then we'll concentrate on that one, and then we'll wrap it up?
A favorite? That's interesting. I was trying to find out which one would be...
well, that you want to talk about at least.
Yeah. I suppose we'll talk about this one on the end.
Oh, okay, good. That's the one I was curious about, actually, because I can't quite make out what it is. So.
Yeah, well, basically, it's abstract art, and it's moving art with the camera. So as the camera is moving, you'll grab images sometimes that way. And that gives that abstract feeling.
So this wasn't in motion. The camera was in motion.
The camera was in motion as I got the picture.
And what is it a picture of, if I may ask?
Well, actually, it's the picture of the front of a building, but it captured a signpost. It captured lighting. So really, it's an abstract piece of art of the front of a building.
Oh, okay.
And
all right, it looks like we're ready to cut off. So, are these for sale?
All of these are for sale.
All of these are for sale.
Absolutely.
So you can
astroeric@gmail.
Okay. So, could you say that to the camera? It's
astroeric@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
Thanks a lot.
All right. responsible for all this on the wall. In this particular, you're Chris Wyan.
Chris Wyan, yeah.
Chris Wyan did what's behind us, and we're going to have him say a word or two about his artwork.
A word or two.
A sentence.
Okay.
Or even a
It's
paragraph.
all dreams. They are all true. They really are dreams. There's nothing postmodern here. It's literally, I was there, this is what happened. So all the weird creatures, I saw them. Half the strange creatures, I was them. I turn into all these strange things in my dreams. And this
Oh,
is
really?
What yeah. A lot of these are actually me.
So you like Dolly?
Take a
Do you have these next to your bed?
Yeah, I do.
You do really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were all, most of these were in my bedroom,
Oh, cool.
along with another 50, God knows how
And
many.
what's if you don't mind me asking, what's your medium?
It's acrylic on thin wood panels, door skin or plywood.
Oh.
I like it because you can cut strange shapes. With canvas, you're really limited to, anything else in it. It tends to distort.
Right.
But with this, you can do very, very free-flowing things, or layer it on top, like some of these, where you've got 2 or 3 panels on top of each other, so you get
Well,
this strange effect.
right,
I really
right.
like that. Anyway,
But looking at your work, it doesn't seem you'd have a problem with something that distorts.
okay, go there if you want to, dude. Yeah.
We're looking at this one over here. We like how you've combined humans with, in this case, well, it looks like a creature, well, because of the tail.
Yeah, this is literally true. I was in an alternate Italy near a beach near Rome, and there were these people walking around that looked sort of like centaurs, but they had human legs, 4 human legs with a tail, and very strange looking. But everyone, it was just about a 1% minority on the street, and I guess there was a little bit of prejudice against them, but they were getting along okay, they told me, and so, yeah, there was this little domestic drama that I got entangled in on the beach, but it was just very strange because one of the people wasn't human, and it was just fascinating to me, and so that one I knew I had to paint.
So now, do you sell these? Is there someplace people
no,
who
right
would?
now.
No?
I'm doing them just for. I mean, they're so personal. I mean, they're
Right.
dreams. So I kind of, I don't want to sell my dream for 400, or would it be 500? It just seems kind of.
But if somebody is there a way
I
they
have
could
sold
contact
them.
you to get?
Yeah, the World Dream Bank. Just look online for World Dream Bank. There's a huge art site. All of these are on it, but I also have a lot of other people's dreams and dream art. I'm also interested in dream songs, dream poetry. If it's creative and it involves dreams, I want it. World Dream Bank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you mean people can actually contribute to that bank?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
So-
editing that thing. It's got
All right,
several thousand pages on it by now. Oh, yeah, it's big. It's very big. Yeah, so if you're into dreams, then go there. That's all I can think of.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's good. Thanks for your time and for your material. That's very beautiful, by the way.
Thank
I didn't
you.
mention
Thank
that.
you, thank you.
And you're with, what's your band again?
The Krelkins.
Krelkins, huh? Okay.
Uh-huh,
And they're going to be
yeah.
playing here?
This Tuesday, the 9th, is it? Yeah, the 9th at, I think, 7 p.m., but
Okay.
you have to ask one of the other band members because we seem to be perpetually late and scheduling is confusing. You can edit that out later. Yeah, sorry.
No, they'll be here. They'll be on time here at the Cafe International, and that'll be this Tuesday, September 9th. Meanwhile, we'll go on to the next band members after this. Thank you.
It's a dream I had in which we were shaggy creatures that loved to sing, but every time we sang, the saber-toothed tigers came and ate us. So we went through this volcanic field where they were afraid to go, but we really needed to sing, so we were going to be brave and go right through fire. So we're going to try and do this. It's a mini opera, so we're going to be switching parts and all sorts of stuff.
Talk about that.
Okay, sure.
Okay. All right, here we are back at the Cafe International. We're going to interview the last 2 members of the Kelkins, and they're here. They're going to introduce themselves. This is
Hi, I'm Mike.
Mike,
And I'm Nick Griffin.
and they're do you do the keyboards?
Yeah, I play keyboards in the Krelkins.
And you do the...
I sing and play guitar and
Oh.
write half the songs.
Oh, you write too.
Yeah.
All right. And this is their artwork behind them. This is... Okay, and could you tell us a little about how you make it and what inspires you?
Okay, well, what inspires me is that I can't bear it when I see unrecyclable trash get thrown away. So
I
have
love
to
you.
save it, and I've always been inspired by fashion a little bit, but kind of on the more rebellious side, and So this is a perfect blend of like recycling, a little bit of wacky fashion, and just getting some things that would end up in a landfill otherwise.
Yes. I noticed this one back here because I've had the same inspiration, but never have actually brought it into actuality. Which is, you made a dress out of. Is this like orange bags, like orange?
Onion bags.
Onions, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Cool. Because I have some for oranges. If you want some orange color.
I
you have a bunch of them.
I have some orange dresses. Thanks.
See how we get excited about throwaways? And this.
People offer me trash. I've got so much of it already.
I know, really. Huh? And this one I love from these spoons. Did you go to a party?
No. Well, this came from a spiritual community. They have a big meal, Amish ashram, and they have like thousands of people come and eat. And they're actually compostable, but sometimes compostable spoons they don't really compost.
Right.
So I saved them, and these are vinyl tablecloths, disposable vinyl tablecloths. So it's sort of thematic. It's food, like food packaging, which is generally not recyclable.
Right.
And vinyl tablecloths and spoons and a rice bag. It's on a rice bag.
And these all don't end up in the Northwest Gear, circling and circling in this island that you can see from space, by the way.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So what's this back here? See the tubular?
So this is medical waste, which comes from a place where I volunteer. That
Oh my God.
it diverts stuff that is outdated from hospitals and sends them to third world countries, but sometimes they can't even find a third world country to take it, so it would end up in a landfill as well. And these are hoses like for oxygen, and then the tubes as well.
Have you ever thought of making a Medusa wig?
No, that's a good idea.
I think they make a great Medusa wig.
Well, I call this one Tubes of Life because, obviously these things would be life and death for some people if they were, usable.
And so did you make the Beetlejuice back here? We've been calling it Beetlejuice. That's what it reminds me of. Did you do this one?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So he's called Alvin Greedbaron. He's sort of a work in progress. And I've actually taken him to an action. He's a giant puppet. He's designed to go in protest marches. And he's sort of like the corporate, pro-GMO, Monsanto, shill. He's just like not what we want more of in this world. So that's him.
But we keep getting more of in this world.
Yeah, and he's got a little pocket there. I've got to figure out who to put in his pocket. So if you have any suggestions, I need a little face of some bad person that we all know and stick it in his pocket.
Oh, okay. And do you have a website or something that they could also...
Yeah.
You want to give us that?
Yeah, it's lottarubbish.com.
Could you spell that Lotta part?
Sure. LOTTARUBBISH.com.
Cool, thank you. Because these are wonderful. One last question. Do I have time for one more? Is what you made the arms out of.
That?
How you made the arms? Is that paper mache?
No, it's an old bed sheet stuffed with stuffing and painted.
Oh, cool.
Pretty simple.
All right. And your husband's work's here, but it's not here.
Just the last couple.
Okay.
But,
This one's fantastic back here. You get that?
yeah, that one's called Mad Max Meets Victoria's Secret.
That's great.
And it just was inspired by hoses and, metal window mesh and a discarded shopping bag. So
Wow.
One of my old ones.
That's an older one. Oh, it's fantastic. And that's from a lamp?
Yeah. She's sort of half mannequin, half lamp. Yeah. Rosetta is her name. Rosetta.
Okay, well, thank you. Can we go and see your husband's work, or we just pieces?
I don't really think of myself as a visual artist, really, but, Nick, who...
Well, they're very visual. They're cool.
Well, they're visual, yeah. One of them's even three-dimensional, yeah.
And what is that? What's the mask made of?
It's made of paper mache, and the other one is just markers on paper. And I guess, occasionally I'll indulge in visual art, which is fun, but mainly I'm a musician, and that's what I spend my time doing, especially writing songs. So, just to be part of the visual feast that we're creating here, I threw in a couple things.
Oh, I'm glad you did. I think they're both great. Especially that one. I mean, you never make visual art, and because that's very well done, I think. Anyway, did you use a mold?
It's actually my first attempt at paper mache. Wow. I took a class,
Well, the teacher should be proud.
Yeah, Frank was great. Unfortunately, he's dead now. But, it was a great class, and it really was very inspiring.
Yeah, I can see that. And so what did inspire your...
this was interesting. This was...
Is that anybody or just...
if it's anybody, it's probably me, although it certainly doesn't look like me. But
Are those pills?
They're kind of... It's something that... This is called Enough Already, that one. And the other one's called Wandering Monk. And he's he's got something he wants to get rid of, so he's spitting it out. Somebody suggested maybe it's money because it's green, but I wasn't really thinking that when I made it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so it's going out of his mouth, not into his mouth. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and is that an LP on his head?
No, it's probably a flying saucer. Yeah. That's my guess, but who knows? I'm only the artist, right?
That's right.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Sure. We're
very
looking
good
forward
thing.
to playing here. The Krokens will be here Tuesday night, and we'll rock the house.
Yes, we look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, here we go. As our herd shine stepped into the guise of field, she shook and swiveled one ear. How that toward our outgrown though still much.
Yes. Hi, here we are back at the Cafe International. This time we're going to have a few words with the owner. This is the owner, Zara. And can you tell us what inspires you to have all these wonderful artworks on your wall?
I'm so happy that San Francisco is still San Francisco.
Yes. And because of you it is.
And because all the artists who are so talented, and we love having them at the cafe. So if you have art, come and talk to Thomasina, artsavelives.com.
Yes. That's Thomasina's the curator of our show. That's her, what is it? Email? Not email.
That is her
Website.
website.
Yeah.
So contact her.
Yes. All right. So is that all? We're good. Thank you so
That's
much
all,
for talking.
and come by, and no red tape. You can show anything you want. 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday. We have the bestest food and the bestest coffee. Yeah. Hola, and live entertainment and jazz on Sunday.
Yeah,
Open
that's
mic
right.
on Friday.
Oh, go on.
And we have once a month the jog band.
Oh, cool. Once a month, huh? And we're located at where?
508 Haight Street, Haight and
Fillmore.
Fillmore. Come
Yeah.
by. This is the place. This is the last bohemian place in San Francisco.
It is. Thank you so much, Sarah. And they have a wonderful patio as well out back. So come down, see the art on this Tuesday, September 9th. Thank you. Right, here we are back at the Haight and Fillmore. And we're going to do this last interview for the Cafe International with Paige Fillmore, the artist who did the work we see behind us. And can you give us some information about your work and yourself?
Sure, thank you so much. This is an homage to the legendary Josephine Baker. So I've gotten an old picture of hers that I've sort of honored, and then this costume has been inspired by her work.
Oh, so you made the costume as well?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Why did you pick Josephine Baker?
She's been a hero of mine for a very long time. She's a huge inspiration to me. She just wouldn't take no for an answer. She's
Right.
hugely talented and charismatic and just went out there and did it.
Right, right. Now, this work, although we're standing in front of it, is actually, considering what's over on the other wall that you've done, seems to be like of a different format. In other words,
I'm a costumer. I've been a costumer and a collagist in San Francisco for about 35 years.
oh, really? With that baby face?
Aren't you sweet? That's very kind.
No, you look great. 35 years.
Yeah.
All right. Can we look at some of this? Oh, I guess not. Do you want to? Can we move over to there? Yeah. Oh yes. Oops. Oh, yes, because they moved. All right. So this is some of the other work that Anne's done, hanging on the wall back here. Can you tell us something about that?
Sure. This has sort of been inspired by the magical realism, the little secret worlds that you create when you're a child. And most of the materials that are in these pieces came over from my grandmother Phoebe's house.
Oh. And are all these? Are they all for sale?
Yes, they're all.
Yes, they are. And if somebody had, really, congratulations. Really?
So I'm very honored, and this is sort of an alternate universe. There's time travel and space aliens are in some of these pieces, and there are also some hidden symbols, some clues and symbols. So they're not always what they appear on the screen.
Right. Like those little ones the Indian goddesses have?
No, symbolic, some meanings. There are some elements that have slightly mysterious meanings.
Oh, okay. Open to the viewer's interpretation?
Open to the viewer's interpretation.
Okay. And you mentioned before we started that you have a website that people can go to see more of your work?
Well, no, I'm building it now. I've got the domain name Page Fillmore.
Page Fillmore?
Very soon, not quite yet, but very soon I will be Page at Page Fillmore, Page. So shortly, hopefully, you can contact me there, and I make costumes to order.
In the meantime, where can they get in touch with you?
In the meantime, you can call me on the phone. I can give you my phone number. Sure, it's my other contact. It's 415-621-1010.
All right. Well, thank you. I think that's we got all your information. Thanks a lot. And we'll move on to our last interview with the Kelkins, and we'll see you then.
Okay, this next song is going to take us on a little journey through some various worlds.
What a strange sight I see. A big orange giraffe in a limousine, looking through his moonroof on the avenue. He was wild but well. At the Do you hear that peculiar sound? It's a flock of geese swimming underground, catching earthworms in their little mouths. They weren't so